Thank you all for being here this morning for what is set to be a very special announcement, and thank you also to Hoops Capital for accommodating, obviously just given the weather. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land in which we meet today, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, and pay my respects to elders past and present. My name is Jo Healy and it is an absolute pleasure to be your MC. Today, we announce in partnership with the National Basketball League, the Pavlos Giannakopoulos Tournament, which is a prestigious tournament held annually in honour of the late legendary figure, will hold its 7th edition right here in Australia this September. European basketball giants Panathinaikos and Partizan will be travelling to Australia to play in the tournament, which is being held outside of Europe for the very first time. So in partnership with the NBL, this is bringing Australia's EuroLeague fans closer to the action than ever before. We're going to hear from those involved now, so to the media in attendance, please hold your questions. We will have an opportunity at the conclusion of the formal speeches. So without further ado, I would like to start by welcoming NBL Director Nikola Milivojevic to speak.
Thank you everyone for joining us for what is a very special occasion here. As Joe has mentioned, this is the 7th edition of esteemed Pavlos Giannakopoulos tournament that for the first time ever will be held outside of the borders of Greece. And we here at the National Basketball League of Australia and New Zealand are truly honored to the trust that is placed on us to actually in September of this year host this amazing tournament and everything that comes with it. Truly, this is just continues to show us the incredible international credibility and reputation that National Basketball League continues to build on. And it's really a testament to all the people involved in the ecosystem here, from our amazing clubs, owners, sponsors, team at the National Basketball League and many others involved. We just continue to grow and continue to really attract some incredible things, and this will be the year of many first evers like this tournament here. So Partizan, Panathinaikos are really giants of European basketball, and when you look at it over the last number of years, actually this past year, 2 of the most followed brands in Europe. So for them to actually be coming to our shores, partnering with us, is just a true testament to everything happening here with National Basketball League and everyone involved. So what are we looking at? In September, Partizan and Panathinaikos will be having a game at John Cain Arena on September 18th. Then that will be followed by a 4-team tournament here at Kudos Bank Arena, Pavlos Giannakopoulos tournament, where besides Panathinaikos and Partizan, also 2 of our great teams, Sydney Kings and Adelaide 36ers, will be taking a part. And we're truly looking forward at seeing how our teams match against these giants of European basketball. So I also want to take a moment to thank the teams of Sydney and Adelaide and the ownership groups for partaking in what's promising to be an incredible endeavor and something special for all the lovers of the game of basketball. Panathinaikos is currently champion of Europe, 7-time European champion. Partizan has won the European Championship in 1992. So truly they will be bringing this taste of European basketball here. And those of you who have had the opportunity to experience it a little bit understand that it is a little bit different than the basketball here. So we are truly looking forward to experience it and bringing this a little bit different form of taste of basketball to the fans of basketball in Australia and beyond. So whether you're there experiencing it or you're at home watching it globally, I think this will be an event to remember. So pre-registrations will be open as of today. The pre-sale starts this Friday on May 16th, and then the general sale tickets go to sale on Monday, May 19th. So we fully expect that when you really look at it, the Greek population in Australia is the largest outside of Greece, solid Serbian population. So we fully expect these tickets to be sold out. So to all the basketball fans out there, make sure that you reserve your tickets in time for this special thing. And in closing, just want to, on behalf of National Basketball League of Australia and New Zealand, thank 2 clubs, Panathinaikos and Partizan, and their presidents who are here with us for their trust placed in us. Thank Sydney Kings and Adelaide 36ers for joining us, and we truly look forward to having an incredible event that will be just first of many years to come in partnering as we continue building on the NBL on the global stage and everything we bring. So I'll turn it over to the president, Mr. Parthenopoulos, and he will say a few words. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. As the Australians say, good day, guys, mates. So it's very happy to be here with you. It is with great pride that we bring the legacy of Panathinaikos and the esteemed memory of Pavlos Giannakopoulos to Australia. The launch of this tournament marks a significant milestone in the international outreach of our club, reflecting our commitment to honoring a visionary who shaped the modern identity of Panathinaikos. Being part of this prestigious event, we reaffirm our dedication to strengthen a global presence and promoting the values of excellence, integrity, and sporting tradition of Pavlos Giannakopoulos so passionately upheld. We extend a sincere gratitude to the National Basketball League of Australia and, of course, to Mr. Larry Castelman for the warm hospitality and collaboration. Their support has been instrumental in making this tournament a reality and in fostering an environment where international basketball can thrive. We are equally honored to collaborate with our esteemed friends from Partizan, Belgrade, Mr. Vilosevic, the president of Partizan. Their participation adds great value and prestige to this tournament and reflects the shared respect between the great two clubs with long history. This initiative also carries profound cultural significance. It is an opportunity to engage meaningfully with the Hellenic diaspora in Australia, a community with which we are deeply connected. Through the universal language of sports, we aim to build bridges, foster unity, and celebrate the shared values that connect people across continents. After all, Panathinaikos has always stood for more than just basketball. It is a symbol of pride, identity, and togetherness. The club was acquired by the Giannakopoulos family in 1987, and under the guidance of Pavlos Giannakopoulos, Panathinaikos became one of the most successful basketball clubs in European history, winning 6 EuroLeague championships and the prestigious Intercontinental Cup in 1996. And of course, his successor, Dimitris Giannakopoulos, last year gave us the 7th championship. Pavlos' strategic vision, tireless dedication, and deep emotional connection to the club helped bring in international basketball legends like Dominic Wilkins, a Greek icon Nikos Gallis, and of course, Mr. Fragiskos Albertis. He was supposed to be here with us today, but unfortunately there was some personal issues that he couldn't attend. Fragiskos' jersey number 4 was retired by Panathinaikos in his honor. He was widely known for his clutch, three-point shooting and leadership, and we are now proud to have him in the club as the ambassador of Panathinaikos. His contribution led to 5 European championships, 11 Greek championships, and 8 Greek Cups. All of the above raised dramatically the profile of Greek basketball on the global stage. Pavlos Giannakopoulos never treated Panathinaikos as a mere business for him. It was a lifelong mission, and players and fans alike view him as a father figure. Through the Pavlos Giannakopoulos tournament, we do more than remember him. We honor everything he stood for. This annual tournament is a bridge between generations. It connects the past with the present and inspires the future. It is a gathering of champions, a celebration of basketball. This year, tournament in September will be the 7th edition. The decision to host this event to Australia was not just a matter of geographic. It was both a matter of sentiment, history, vision, and tribute within the Hellenic diaspora. In addition, it is dedicated to the devotion of the Panathinaikos fans for the continued support. Finally, dear friends, I am also in great need to mention to you all that I grew up, raised and educated in Australia, and I'm very proud to be an Australian citizen, and I'm forever grateful to this country for everything it has given me. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. I'd now like to welcome the President of Partizan, Mr. Mihailovic, to speak.
Good morning, everyone. Ja ću želiti da se obratim na svom jeziku, pošto mislim da ljudi koji žive na ovim prostorima, s prostora bivše Jugoslavije, a nažalost mnogi su zaboravili, oni koji nisu dugo godina zbog razdaljine iz Australije, mnogo godina se nisu vraćali na našu teritoriju, polako nažalost zaboravljaju naš jezik.
Good day, everybody. I would like to start speaking in my own language, in Serbian, because of the people that live here, and due to the location of Australia, I have not been there for a long time and maybe don't speak English, Serbian.
Za Partizan je ovo posebna godina i zaista je ovo posebna zemlja, obzirom da iz ove zemlje mnogi košarkaši su igrali u Partizanu i ovo je jedinstvena prilika da tim momcima koji su igrali za Australiju u Partizanu vratimo na neki način za neizbrisiv trag koji su ostavili u Partizanu, dođemo u njihovu zemlju i odigramo ovako jedan lep turnir.
This is a very special year for Partizan and the players that played in Australia, and maybe this is an opportunity for everybody to come here and for return to Partizan in Australia.
Za Partizan je ovo takođe posebna godina zato što s početka oktobra Partizan slavi 80. rođendan.
This is a special year for Partizan because beginning of October this year, Partizan will be celebrating its 80th birthday.
Želim da se zahvalim našim partnerima u ovom projektu, gospodinu Lariju ispred NBL-a i gospodinu ovom velikom prijatelju Vasilisu, predsjedniku Panathinaikosa, što su nas pozvali da učestvujemo u ovom divnom turniru.
We would like to extend a special thanks to our partners in this project, Mr. Larry that invited us here, and Mr. Vasilis that has also invited us here to take participation in this special project.
Partizan u svojoj bogatoj istoriji, 80 godina postojanja, je osvojio preko 70 turnira i skoro 15 igrača koji su igrali u Partizanu su prošli ili danas igraju u najjačoj svetskoj ligi u NBA-u.
Partizan in its 8 years of existence has won many tournaments and many players have been recognized and participated in competitions and tournaments.
In NBA.
In NBA.
Partizan je poslednjih godina sa Panathinaikosom u Evropi jedan od dva najgledanija kluba po svim parametrima i merenja Eurolige.
Partizan, together with Panathinaikos, is one of the two clubs in Europe that has the highest regards with many parameters.
Obzirom da ovaj turnir odobren od strane naše organizacije, od strane Eurolige, ovo nije promocija samo srpske, jugoslovenske ili grčke košarke, ovo je i promocija evropske košarke na posebnom kontinentu.
Given that this tournament has been approved by our league as well, this is a special promotion of Partizan in this league and in European leagues.
Siguran sam da će ovo puno značiti. Ja sam sa gospodinom Larijem pre nekoliko godina imao priliku da razgovaramo u Beogradu i NBL liga kao liga, a australijska košarka kao košarka puno napreduje. Kreće se brzim koracima unapred.
I had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Larry, and Australian league is moving fast forward in line with other leagues.
i njima će kao organizaciji značiti puno da Partizan i Panathinaikos kao dva najgledanija kluba u Evropi učestvuju na ovakvom jednom specijalnom turniru u septembru.
It's going to be very important for them and that Partizan and Panathinaikos are taking participation in this league in September.
Meni je žao što nemamo priliku da odigramo utakmice na otvorenom zbog vremenskih uslova i sam organizator tako nije predvideo, ali siguran sam da community koji ovdje živi s teritorije bivše Jugoslavije, kojih je gotovo 400.000 i najmanje toliko ima i Grka, siguran sam da bi bio puni fudbalski stadion.
I'm very sorry that the games that will be played will not be able to be played outside according to the plans of the organizers, because there are many people from former Yugoslavia and from Greece that would like to attend the games, and I'm sure that a football stadium would be able to be filled with the visitors.
Nama kao organizaciji su se mnogi ljudi koji žive u ovoj zemlji s teritorije bivše Jugoslavije, kad se prvi put pojavila ova vest u medijima, već mnogi javili da rezervišu karte da gledaju ovaj turnir.
There was a high interest by many people that live in Australia from former Yugoslavia, and we were contacted by them because they were interested in obtaining tickets for this event.
I zaista mi je velika čast što će iz Srbije i iz zemlje košarke Partizan predstavljati srpsku košarku, jugoslovensku košarku i zajedno sa Panathinaikosom evropsku košarku na ovom sjajnom turniru.
It is my great honor that Partizan will be able to represent Serbian basketball, Yugoslavian basketball, European basketball together with Panathinaikos take participation in this tournament.
I još jednom bih se zahvalio gospodinu Lariju i našim partnerima iz Panathinaikosa što su nas pozvali da učestvujemo u ovom turniru. Hvala puno.
One more time I would like to extend my thanks to Mr. Larry and our partners from Panathinaikos who invited us to take participation in this tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of our speakers. I'd also like to say thank you for everyone being here in attendance. Larry, both of the clubs, the players as well, Quatnoy and Michael Harris. I will open up to questions now. We'll bring each of our speakers out for individual questions and then open the floor to everyone else that's here as well. Nicola, start with you.
Thank you.
Nicola, these are two of the biggest clubs in European basketball, and the atmosphere that comes from these games when they play each other is electric. What are you hoping that will transfer here in Australia and bring that kind of atmosphere that we see in Europe?
Well, I think as in the process of planning here, and we had a delegation from both of the clubs visiting here, one of the conversations, from the beginning was how do we actually bring that European flavor here? So rather than just taking these two clubs and putting them in the ecosystems and the games and how we do things here, we've been looking at, okay, what else can we bring over? Because ultimately the outcome that we would love to see is to expose these games as they are, because for us it's about building the game of basketball, and when it comes to the NBL and credibility and reputation that we have, it's okay, how else can we showcase everything that's great to the basketball? So to your point, we're definitely going to try to bring as many aspects of that game and try to provide something different. That's why this is a unique opportunity, never before happening, that hopefully will be an incredible spectacle.
Are you hopeful that this will lead to more European teams coming to play against NBL clubs in tournaments like these? Because imagine having like a Serbian derby of Partizan and Zvezda playing against each other in front of the Opera House, or even saying Partizan and Panathinaikos playing in front of the Opera House.
No, absolutely. And our plan is, this is just the first of many, hopefully, is to continue building, continue having these European games. As an example, I was just in Athens a couple of weeks ago, met with the FS representatives, FS Pilsen. They are asking, can we come? Teams from Italy are asking, can they come? So definitely that's something that we want to continue doing, and hopefully this becomes an annual tradition, and bringing teams from Europe, this year as well, first time ever, we're going to have teams from NBA coming here. So it's all about providing the basketball audience here with as much basketball content as possible as we continue building.
Are you worried that these two clubs coming here might poach some of the players that are in the NBL?
Well, we'll see. It might be the other way around. So we'll see. We'll see.
Nicola, obviously the club body, how important is that, and how will the clubs benefit from this?
NBL clubs? No, absolutely. So as we were talking, when it comes to Sydney, the Adelaide, number one, there's a in Sydney here, great Serbian population, there's population in Adelaide, but one of the things is when you look at some of these ethnic groups, we don't necessarily get as many of them to the games as we could. So we're looking at this as a door opener to attract completely new audience, to build completely new fans for both Sydney Kings and Adelaide 36ers. And hopefully they're just beyond the games themselves. How do we create a partnership with Panathinaikos, Partizan, so their updates and things happening throughout the year, because I truly believe that it can bring us a completely new demographics and completely new set of fans amongst everything else. And then on top of that, you're talking about brand recognition globally. These games will be televised all over Europe, in Greece, in Serbia, EuroLeague TV. There are so many amazing benefits to this.
No more questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go easy on me, guys, okay?
Welcome to Australia.
Thank you, sir.
We welcome all the famous team basketball Panathinaikos. Although I want to speak Greek, but I'll try to speak English.
Okay.
What led the decision to host the Pavlos Giannakopoulos tournament in Australia this year?
Well, first of all, as I mentioned earlier in my speech, that it was not chosen because of the geographic reasons only, but the sentimental values, because of the diaspora. There's a lot of Greeks in Australia, and we owe to all these people to come over. And I'm also an Australian citizen, and I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very touched that when I first stepped my foot on the ground of Australian ground, I was very touched. And this is one of the most of the reasons that we want to go away from Europe.
And what message do you have to Panathinaikos fans, and generally for all fans, and the Greek community as well?
Well, I don't know whether it's a message, but first of all, I'd like to thank them, because they have been in every single solitary game. They have never missed a game. We have from the 17, 13 sold outs, and they were always with us. They traveled with us, with charters in Europe, everywhere. We thank him so much, and we just ask him to stand by and keep supporting Panathinaikos, and we'll be next to them.
And from the Greek Herald newspaper.
I'm sorry?
From the Greek Herald newspaper.
Yeah.
We wish all the best in Abu Dhabi, and we wish you to win the EuroLeague again.
Thank you very much. It's going to be a very competitive Final Four. Thank you, sir.
Κύριε Πρόεδρε,
Hello. Hello.
ευχαριστώ που ήρθατε στην Αυστραλία. I'll ask the question in English
Okay,
so everyone
fine.
understands. Could you tell us a bit about when the discussions first began to bring the Pavlos Giannakopoulos tournament to Australia, and what was the cinch to finally decide, yes, it will be here for the first time as the first location outside of Europe?
Okay. Well, we discussed that I think about a year ago, and then our colleagues got in touch with this fine gentleman from NBL, and it was a very difficult thing to do. At the beginning, I thought it would never happen, because it's not, Australia is too far away, and you understand how players react with 14 hours flight. But then, with a lot of help from this gentleman, and we made it possible, and I'm looking forward to be here in September.
And to slightly steal a question from a colleague who was bringing up the idea of a Serbian derby in Australia, this is a good way to bring a Greek club to Australia. What are the chances of it ever being a Greek versus a Greek club in Australia, do you think?
Well, I hope one day Olympiacos would come over here as well. It's going to be a hell of a derby. Okay, also with Partizan, this is a great club, but with Partizan, they also participated last year in Kalimata. And they're very passionate. They have a great coach, and not only just a great coach that I have Partizan, but a coach that is in our heart, and he's given us many trophies, as you probably know, Mr. Obradovic.
And just one final question, a bit off topic. Panathinaikos is back in the Final Four for the EuroLeague. How confident are you that they can do and they can retain the championship?
Well, I have to be confident. To tell you the truth, we had a lot of interest this year, but we reached the Final Four. It was great. I couldn't believe that it would go that well, but we have great team, great players, and a great coach, and I think we get there. It's going to be a tough competition, and I'm going to mention one thing. Have a look at the coach in Fenerbahce. Is Sasa. He used to play for Panathinaikos. We are playing the first game against him. He's in our heart also, but competition is competition. And on the other side, you see Olympiakos is going to play with Monaco, and the coach of Monaco is Vasilis Panoulis, who played for many, many years with Olympiakos, and he also started playing with Panathinaikos, if you probably know. So it's going to be very interesting this year. Thank you so much. Sir?
Are we looking to bring our superstars, including Nan, Sluka, Swancho, Osman?
The whole team will be here. Absolutely, yes. The team and their families will be here. You know, so it's a long flight. There's too many days, so we cannot leave the family back. We'll bring everybody here.
Any more?
Is that okay? Thank you so much. You know me? Filakouri is my personal friend. Filakouri is from football, because I was in football for many years, if you know.
We used to play in Ethnicos Period.
Okay. He's a very good friend of mine, Filakouri. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Naših ljudi koji žele da čuje. Srpske vodite pitanje. Slobodno. Da bi naši mogli da razumiju. I'm ready. Može. Može samo glasnije malo.
Da li mislite da će biti moguće da se organizuje nekakvo druženje šarkaša i stručnog štaba sa navijačima Partizana koji su ovdje? Srbija je, kao što znate, daleki put i ljudi ovdje nemaju šansu da vide tako nešto.
Hvala na pitanju. To je razlog bio zašto sam ih htio da pričam na našem jeziku, zato što sam ja sam živeo 8 godina negdje u inostranstvu, tako da jako dobro znam kako se ljudi osjećaju koji žive na ovim prostorima, a kažem, zbog razdaljine nisu imali puno prilike da budu na našim prostorima ponovo kod svojih kuća, kod svoje familije i tako dalje. Mi ćemo biti tu 7 dana. Biće nam zaista veliko zadovoljstvo da organizujemo druženje sa našim navijačima, a ne samo i sa našim navijačima, nego i sa ljubiteljima košarke, sa onima koji poštuju jedan veliki klub koji je pre svega s teritorije bivše Jugoslavije, koji je ostavio neizbrisiv trag u košarci, i mnogi ljudi koji ovdje žive između 20, 30, 40 godina se sećaju i vremena Dragana Kićanovića i svih naših velikana, da ih ne nabrajam, mogu da nabrajam narednih 15 minuta. Dakle, bit će nam zaista veliko zadovoljstvo da se družimo ovdje 7 dana, i imao sam sastanak sa Željkom Obradovićem pre 3 dana pre nego što sam pošao ovdje, i zaista smo svi željni dolaska ovdje, iako je to početak sezone, euroligaške sezone pre svega, gdje je zbog puta naporno i za igrače i tako dalje, ali želeli smo da učestvujemo na ovom turniru i zbog kolega koji su nas ovdje zvali, a i zbog naših ljudi koji žive sa naših prostora ovdje na ovoj teritoriji.
Da li očekujete da će tim biti formiran već, ili glavni dio tima da će...
Yeah, translate please.
Okay, so the question was, would the team members of a Partizan, when they come to visit Australia in September, will they have time to socialize and get for some social events, so the people that live in Australia, Serbian supporters, will be able to meet them? And the answer was yes, that's the intention of the visit, because I have been living away from Serbia for 8 years, and I know the feeling, how it is to be away from the country, and the intention of the Partizan is to promote itself and club, and to give the chance of people that live, Serbian people that live in Australia, to meet the players.
Translate the second question.
I didn't hear the second.
Do you expect that the team for the next season will be fully formed, or at least, formed by the time you guys get here in September?
Dakle, naši igrači, svi koji su sada u timu iz jednog igrača, Balše Koprivice, imaju ugovor za sljedeću godinu. Dakle, ja sam već govorio za srpske medije da ćemo mi vršiti korekciju na određenim pozicijama našeg tima, i uveliko smo u prelaznom roku. Tim neće doživjeti veliku rekonstrukciju, doći će nekoliko novih igrača da popune pojedine pozicije, ali pošto ABA liga i Košarkaška liga Srbije još nije gotova, ne bih želeo da govorim o detaljima, zato što to nije fair prema našim igračima koji su pod ugovorom.
Majority of the players do have a contract for the next year, apart from one player called Balša Koprivica, and they will then participate in this event, and they will all come and play here.
Ja bih iskoristio jednu priliku, bez ne postavite pitanje, se zahvalim i našoj legendi kluba Aleksu Mariću što je došao danas da nas sačeka ovde, i Aleks Marić je zaista posebna ličnost za ovaj turnir i možemo reći da je ambasador ovog turnira, obzirom da je igrao u Partizanu dugo godina, igrao u Panathinaikosu i radio je u NBL-u, tako da zaista je vezivno tkivo ovog turnira i zaista hvala Aleksu što je došao da nas sačeka, što je veliko zadovoljstvo vidjeti te ovde.
Before you ask any further questions, I would like to introduce Mr. Alex Maric, who is a former player and of Partizan and local legend, and also was working for NBL. It is really nice to see you here, Alex, and thank you.
Serbian basketball is in the envious spot of being one of the most strong leagues for such a small country in the world, and the Belgrade derby is the envy of even the NBA. Are you looking maybe with Red Star Belgrade to take that game internationally to see what Serbian basketball is on the world stage?
Ne, prvejte zbog gledalaca, ja ga sam razumeo, prvejte slobodno pitanje.
Derbi između Zvezde i Partizana je poznat u Srbiji i u Evropi. Da li planirate da taj derbi dignete na internacionalni nivo?
Ovaj naš korak, prošle godine smo takođe od kolega iz Panathinaikosa dobili poziv da odigramo u Atini isti turnir. Mi smo prihvatili taj poziv, sad smo prihvatili poziv u Australiji. To znači da će Partizan u budućnosti ići ka internacionalizaciji. Dakle, to je jako važna stvar. Ja sam danas došao ovde da predstavljam Partizan, a ne Crvenu zvezdu, iako ima veliki respekt prema našim rivalima.
We have been invited last year by Panathinaikos to take participation in the tournament, and now this year to take participation in the tournament in Australia. And the Partizan definitely has intentions to go internationally, and I came here now to represent Partizan, not Red Star.
Ali mogu da kažem da rivalstvo Partizana i Crvene zvezde je u Srbiji košarku izdiglo na najviši mogući nivo, da je košarka u Srbiji najgledaniji i najposećeniji sport danas.
I must say that rivalry between Partizan and Red Star Club has caused for the both clubs to go to the highest level, and the basketball itself to be lifted up to a highest level, and many people are therefore very interested in basketball these days.
I tako nije samo u Srbiji, dakle, merenje koje je radila Euroliga, poslednji meč između Partizana i Crvene zvezde, kad je Euroliga u pitanju, je jedan od najgledanijih mečeva u Evropi bio prošle sezone, kad su u pitanju svi kanali informisanja, i social medija, i televizija, i prisutnost navijača u dvorani.
But the rate of EuroLeague, the basketball match between Partizan and Red Star is one of the most popular matches and highly watched and presented in not just on television but also in social media and all the channels of media.
U Srbiji kada igraju Partizan i Crvena zvezda meč u košarci, taj dan se ništa ne radi u Srbiji, to je neradni dan, svi se spremaju za utakmicu.
In Serbia, when there's a match between Partizan and Red Star, it's a public holiday, nobody works on that day, everybody's getting ready for the match.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
If I may just...
Of course.
My apologies, I just saw Alec over there, and I really, from the bottom of my heart, and from everybody in Greece, we thank you for what you have been giving us there, and God bless you, sir. Thank you very much, Alec. Thank you.